I want to talk a little bit about getting meetings. So how the heck do we get meetings with investors? Just a few characteristics of fundraising. Fundraising takes preparation, requires a transfer of understanding, a transfer of certainty, and a transfer of excitement. So if someone understands what you're doing, they're excited about it, and they feel pretty certain that it's going to work. That's the sweet spot. So that's what we worked on in tilling and planting, is getting to the point of being able to transfer understanding, certainty, and excitement. And then in watering, fundraising is work, is a matching problem, essentially. Like Matt was just saying, hey, I think I found the kind of investors that match with what I'm doing. And I love thinking about fundraising as a matching problem because it's like, it takes all the emotion out of it on a certain level. You're just like, hey, I just got to find the people that are a match for what it is I'm doing. And it just takes persistence to find that match, because out of the thousands of investors that are out there, there's only going to be a smaller number that are going to be a match, and you got to work through the ones that aren't a match to find the ones that are a match. And that's what we're talking about in watering. And then on some level, fundraising is simple. You meet the right people, you get them excited, and then you meet their friends. Meet the right people, get them excited, meet their friends. Meet the right people, get them excited, meet their friends. And even if you're not well connected in your space, like if you work on this as a practice, eventually you just start to meet the right people, you get them excited, and you meet their friends. Simple, but not easy. So how do you meet the right people? Systematically with investor and connector funnels, like knowing that you got to meet a whole lot of people to close a round. So you just do it systematically and work the funnels. And then you can put yourself in different venues. Like I hear some people are going to conferences, which is always a great place. Those are great venues to meet potential people. There's other venues like accelerators and other startup offices, friends and associates, even Facebook, LinkedIn, AngelList, Twitter, mentors, accelerators, other funded CEOs, chambers of commerce, angel groups, events, networking events, CEO groups, service providers and vendors. And then at the very bottom, cold outreach. So there's lots of different ways to meet the right people. And then, we've already worked on what to say, like how to transfer that certainty and excitement when you do meet with people. So getting them excited, the quick pitch, so they know what it is you're doing, transferring that certainty, telling your story, showing a demo, talking about the potential returns that we heard Matt mention that really perked up the investors' ears that he was talking to, using slides to show what you're building, using a presentation to give people an emotional experience of what it is you're doing and the vision that you see for the future of your market, being excited. And then all of that, when you get the alchemy of all of that working together, transfer that excitement. And then at the end of the meeting, they'll be like, this is great. You got to meet my friend Mary, and you got to meet my friend Bob. And then you can ask, if they don't say that, you can ask, who do you know that I should speak with? Sometimes people will just straight up offer, like, this is great, you got to talk to this person or this person. And then it just kind of snowballs from there. So there's this graphic, which I love. If you start with one meeting and you get that person excited, and they're like Tim's meeting with somebody, and that person is like, wow, Tim, this is awesome. You got to meet this person over here and this person over here, person A and person B. So then Tim follows up afterwards and is like, hey, I'd love that intro to person A and person B that you mentioned. And then those intros are made. So then he does those two meetings. From those two meetings, same thing happens. The person is excited and says, you know what, you got to meet these other two people. So from that, now he's at 7 people. And if that keeps happening, it only takes 4 rows to get to over 30 new connections in 30 meetings. And so if you telescope this out, you can see just from 4 meetings, if every meeting turns into 2 meetings, you only need 4 meetings to get to 124 meetings. And from 124 conversations, you're very likely to close your round if you track them and you get better. So from 4 meetings, if you just get people excited and follow up on introductions, those 4 meetings can turn into your round being closed.